Alright, so you've probably seen a few recommendations on if you have an old McLane like this, it's probably a good idea to have some extra spare parts lying around. Well, I didn't listen and I paid for it dearly. Scalp in my yard ended up blowing off the rear drive chain here, and I could not recover the clip for the master link, so I was dead in the water for a week. So what I did was I got online and I started ordering a couple of replacement chains. Those were taking a while to get in. I went to Real Rollers, which I should have done in the first place, and I was able to get 3 of these extra master links, so I highly suggest you doing that. They also sell chains as well. It just didn't come to my mind at the time whenever I was looking around. So if you're looking for something like that, maybe just a big group order would be great. Now, one thing that I discovered while I was back here working on this, I noticed that my rear drive assembly, the tires were just starting to wear a little bit. I probably do have a little bit more life on them. However, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and swap that out while I'm here. And as you can see in some of the pictures, it's original from '81, so it lasted a long time and still can keep going. However, there is a lot of surface rust and stuff like that on the inside of the cylinder, and you know, I just felt like it was time to upgrade to a new rear drive system. And also the sprocket. The sprocket may be a little bit low on the teeth, and the chain, make it a little bit easier for that chain to pop off on that too. So chain still hasn't arrived in the mail, even though I said it was on its way. So we still have the master link still working. Everything's good. Got the scalp done. But what I want to walk through today is how to change out this rear drive system, and basically we're going to swap it out with a new one. Kinda. Okay, so whenever we're changing out this rear drive system right here, to get it taken off and to get it going, you got a cotter pin here. So just some needle nose pliers, crimp those closed, and we'll pull the there it goes. That literally probably took like 2 minutes. Oh, I didn't have it all the way flat, that's why. Okay, so set that somewhere where you're not going to lose it. Now you see the rear drive now dropped down. Now, talking about this rear drive system, whenever I was shopping for my used McLane, you know, I didn't pay attention to any of this stuff. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know anything about this stuff. But like I said in previous videos, we've talked about the expensive components of these mowers. However, this rear drive system right here is $380 right now on the McLane website. I mean, that's more than the motor. So, for my motor anyway. This actually came slightly used, but in really good shape, good sprocket on it, and good tread on the tires. So, I was able to pick this up, new to me, used overall, but way better condition than the one that I have on mine. $80 plus shipping. So, came with a sprocket, which I actually ordered another sprocket for $30, so I can send that other sprocket back. Which I noticed this. Let me show you this real quick. I'll set this to the side. Let me get this rear drive assembly taken off. So what we'll do here is let's see here. The best way to do it is we're going to take these 2 bolts out right here. Now, these are 1/2 inch socket. So just for speed, I've got this fancy deal for Christmas, Craftsman ratchet. And we'll just take those off real fast. Okay. Set those over here. And then this one we can reach. All we gotta do is just loosen that. That one will need a wrench. And there we go. We'll just loosen this up. Okay, we're we're going to slide it forward just a little bit. The chain will come around and off, just like so. Actually, we do have to take those all the way off. All right. So you got your four bolts off, 1/2 inch. Then you just slide your system out. That comes off this axle. Now here's your rear drive assembly. Hey, bud. Here's your rear drive assembly. Now look at the difference in these two.
Hey, don't blow me away.
Don't blow you away. So one thing that I noticed. So this sprocket right here is like a hard plastic. And then this is metal. That's probably why this has lasted since '81. Boy, it's all covered in dirt. Boy, you sure are dressed nice. You look good. So, hard plastic, metal. I don't know if that's just the way they make them nowadays or what. But, it's kind of, okay, whatever. So we'll see how long that lasts. But anyway, so let's set this old one aside. And then we've got the new one here. And all we're going to do is we'll slide axle back in. Go. That little spacer right there. Put it back in. Right. Oop. Get a chain on that. So put the chain around the axle. Oh, come on. And that goes in. And this one goes in on this side. Oh, forgot the chain again. Don't forget the chain. Don't forget the chain. Chain is on there. We'll get one of these handy. Right here. And the adjustment bracket goes on the outside. Once you got your hole in there, you can just put your bolt in. Okay, then I'll leave it somewhat loose. What's that? It's not working? Oh man. Same thing on this side. Slide that into our axle. Then bolt into the adjustment bracket. So. Herbie? The left side? Alright, then we'll leave that one loose. We'll put these two bolts back in right here. And this one you can actually go tight on it. Just lining that one up. And then this one, you can use a wrench. Alright, those are snug. Okay. So what I do here is we will go ahead and we're going to, so you got your chain, make sure your chain is on this sprocket. Okay, it's nice and lined up, and then just pull it tight back from this little tongue right here. So I just pull it tight until that chain is just on there, but there's a little bit of slack. I mean, there's gonna be a little slack because my chain is old. Get down on the bottom, but my chain is old, so I wonder if a new chain would actually fit better. Actually, notice, boy, it really doesn't dig in those sprockets. The chain doesn't dig in those sprockets as much as the other one, but if it starts throwing, we may have to swap that sprocket out for the old one. But anyway, so we'll tighten these. Pull on this tongue, and then it's always good to have a ratchet, half-inch wrench. Tighten that one up as good as you can, as tight as you can get it. Okay, pull here, goes down. Tighten that one up. Tight there. Tight there. Now tight. Now we'll slide our drive system lever back in. Cotter pin goes back in. Needle nose. All right. Nope, that's the drive lever. This lever. All right, so up and down. Okay, we are good there. Okay. So, we got our drive system on there. Everything's tightened up. It looks pretty good. I'm fairly certain this is a post 1990 rear drive assembly. It fit on there perfectly. I'm going to give it a little bit of a drive here, make sure it works. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, leave a comment, subscribe. Most importantly, leave a comment. I mean, I really enjoy sharing my hobby with you guys, and I like it whenever you give me a little feedback and leave a comment just so we can have a little conversation and stuff. And it helps other viewers to you know, expand the horizon on what the video is about. So anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next video.